Sit. When I'm going to release Sadie to be free on a walk, I always have her sit first and release her from a calm sit stay. And she's on my left, so with my right hand I'm going to lean over, pat her chest and say, go. That means that she's free and she can do whatever she wants. She can wander around, she can sniff, whatever she wants to do. And that could go on for quite a while on the walk, or I could periodically do that and keep calling her back and forth, back and forth. So she's waiting no matter how long she's off the clock, even if it was for another hour. She's waiting for you to call her back to come to you. And you always want to do it because of her former issue with having being easily overstimulated with distractions on the street, like other dogs, things like that. You always want to call her away from something, so that means you don't call her when she's staring at you like this. You at least wait until she's looking away from you so you can call her and she can choose to break away and come back to you. That's the really important part, because if you're practicing like this, that's all she'll ever do. In a crisis situation, she'll just do it like a reflex, and that's the way all the training should be. There's no thinking involved, she just does it. It's in the muscle memory. So that's the way, I always make sure that she's at least looking away from me, or she's busy doing something, sniffing or whatever, when I choose to call her back to me. Just to make it real simple for you, I put the leash in my left hand like that. I always put my hand through the loop. That way, if you just hold on like this, you can't ever possibly lose her. You definitely don't want to be wrapping it up like that. You don't want to be choking up, using both hands, because the last thing you want is to have any kind of leash tension, because that causes stress in the dog. So you want to keep it loose. Instead, if you wanted to restrain her or keep her away from something, you'd back away from her, which would draw her to you. You might just need to do a little tiny prompt with the leash, but it would draw her to you. That's what we're doing now, and using your commands. We're not ever trying to pull her away or restraining her. If you want her to move away from something, you move away, get her going the other way. Use your training. That is all on these video clips that we're making for you. So anyway, left hand leash. You want to have the reward in your right hand. Make sure that you make a fist, because you want her to come to this closed hand, this fist, no matter what. And later on, there's not going to be any food, but she's going to love to come to this, and she's not going to know why. You're just going to replace the food with a pet and a word. So she's still going to feel really good about coming to you. So I always practice with the reward in that closed hand. If you have a half open hand, you go like that, or you do that. She's going to see when we start phasing the food out. So you got to use a fist. And she's sniffing and looking away from me now. Come. Calling her to me. See how she's coming to me? Good. Her nose touched my hand. I open it. She got a reward. And I said, good. I'm going to step into her. Sit. Good. That would be the way you'd get her back on the clock. Go. I'm releasing her to be free again. I'm going to do it again. So left hand leash, right hand reward. Sometimes she won't stop looking at you. So if you're by yourself and there's no distractions big enough for her to pay attention to them, just use your own little distraction. Toss of pieces, natural balanced sausage, like that. Now she's distracted. Come. You can call her away from that. Good. Step into her. See how I already have the leash in my hand? Sit. Good. Go. The way that I'm doing this is I am drawing the leash. I've got the reward in my right hand, and I just put the leash right there, right inside my pinky, and as she comes to me, I just draw it through my hand. It's like this. Good. And then I've got the leash. There's no tangling up or anything. I step into her. I've already got the leash. Sit. It's very easy, very simple. And then when you're going to walk her, you just switch hands so you're in the walking position like this, and pat your leg and say, okay.